Liverpool's midfield rebuild has been one of the most exciting transformations in recent football. After a disappointing end to the 2023-24 season, Arne Slot's squad has evolved into a midfield powerhouse blending youth, experience, and tactical brilliance that has revitalized the team. Gravenberch, Alexis Mac Allister, and Dominik Szoboszlai have brought fresh energy and quality, while the likes of Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott have stepped up their game exceptionally. But what's made this rebuild really stand out? Let's look at Liverpool's midfielders individually and discuss how they've each contributed to the club's incredible success this season. Starting off with Dominik Szoboszlai, some would say he's Liverpool's walking paradox. A player who started the season looking like he needed Google Maps to navigate a football pitch, but is now one of the key components in Arne Slot's fine-tuned midfield. Early on, Szoboszlai's creativity was criticized with many fans questioning his decision-making, especially in the final third. But give credit where it's due, Szoboszlai is a beast off the ball. Even in those patchy weeks, his work rate stood out, tied first with Salah for the most sprints at the club with an incredible 137 completed. Tactically, Szoboszlai's versatility has allowed Arne Slot to deploy him in advanced positions, where his link-up play with Mohamed Salah has been devastating for opponents. His ability to press relentlessly off the ball has also aligned perfectly with Liverpool's philosophy, while his forward runs stretch defenses and create space for teammates. Take his recent performance against Tottenham. Slot deployed him high up the pitch and Szoboszlai linked up well with Salah, terrorizing the opposition and eventually scoring a much-needed goal. It was a timely resurgence too, with Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott sniffing around for more minutes and both capable of adding quality to Liverpool's midfield. Wearing Steven Gerrard's iconic number 8 jersey, Szoboszlai has been put under some pressure as expectations have been high. Recently though, his performances have significantly improved, and Dominik is starting to show his worth. But do you think he'll sustain this quality for the remaining games? Now, it goes without saying that this man has had the most surprising breakthrough season for Liverpool. Gravenberch's arrival on deadline day raised some eyebrows, and his first campaign for the Reds was somewhat lackluster with only a few league starts and Jurgen Klopp opting for Wataru Endo over the Dutchman. However, coming from Bayern Munich on deadline day, it was always going to be a hard adjustment, and some may have thought he was a panic buy. But fast forward to this season, and Gravenberch has become a key player in Liverpool's midfield. Many fans have even forgotten Liverpool's failed pursuit of Martin Zubimendi, but any player with a resume that includes both Ajax and Bayern Munich should never be underestimated. Perhaps fans were too fast to dismiss his talent. I'll admit it, I never thought Gravenberch was of the caliber he's performing at now, especially at a young age. Tackles, interceptions, and excellent decision-making, he's done it all for Liverpool. His versatility is outstanding, with Ryan even filling in at centre-back when Arne Slot needed him against Fulham. A recent stat also showed he'd covered the most distance amongst Liverpool players with an outstanding 73 kilometers, a true testament to his work rate this season. I'm sure all of Anfield can appreciate enough how much this man has impacted this team. But with the January transfer window upon us, do you think Liverpool still need a number 6? Then there's the cool and calm head of Alexis Mac Allister. Mac Allister arrived at Anfield with a World Cup winning pedigree and has brought a level of composure and intelligence that has transformed Liverpool's midfield. Despite being played out of position initially, Mac Allister's adaptability has been crucial to Liverpool's new machine. But don't let his relaxed demeanor fool you. Mac Allister's role as a deep-lying playmaker has allowed Liverpool to control games more effectively. His vision and ability to dictate the tempo have also added a new dimension to Slot's system, reminiscent of Thiago Alcantara's influence when fit, with an 84% pass completion rate highlighting his ability to retain possession under pressure. Whether he's creating from deep, threading through killer passes, or pressing high, Mac Allister always looks like he's 2 steps ahead. The Argentine's ability to thrive in Slot's versatile system is a manager dream. Sure, there's the occasional missed pass or interception, but Mac Allister has a knack for bouncing back in style. His footballing intelligence has definitely added an air of elegance to Liverpool's midfield since his arrival. There's no doubt he's one of the most important pieces keeping it all together. It's no wonder Klopp described him as a player who makes everyone around him better. Now, although there's constant debate on whether he's good enough for Liverpool, Curtis Jones has been a revelation this season. Cementing his place in Liverpool's starting 11, Jones has embraced the dual responsibility of aiding the attack and providing defensive cover. His combination with Andy Robertson and Luis Diaz on the left flank has been pivotal in breaking down stubborn defenses. However, it's the 23-year-old's ability to receive the ball under pressure and drive forward that's been his most instrumental skill set in Liverpool's attacking transitions. Jones's passing accuracy stands at a remarkable 94.8%, ranking him 6th among all players in Europe's top 5 leagues and 1st among midfielders. Even more extraordinary is that he outshines Jude Bellingham and Martin Odegaard in this area. But let's be honest, he's had a bumpy ride to get here. Injuries, inconsistency, and stiff competition have tested his patience. But Jones is finally starting to show his true potential under Arne Slot. He's got the touch of a seasoned playmaker and the intelligence to match Slot's possession-based style of play. And yet, there's always a lingering criticism. Is he too slow on the ball? Where are the goals and assists? It's a fair point, especially when you remember his stunner against Everton in 2020. But I'm sure he isn't here to listen to the doubters. He's here to prove them wrong. Lately, he's been doing just that. Slotting seamlessly into a stacked midfield, Jones is becoming the player Liverpool fans have been waiting for. Still, only 23, he's got his best years ahead of him. And while he might not be smashing in screamers every week, you can bet Jones is working towards that next big moment. After all, local lads love nothing more than silencing critics, preferably at the cop end. Our next midfielder is one we'd hope to see more from, but due injuries, he's had limited game time. At just 21, Harvey Elliott is starting to showcase the maturity of a seasoned professional. Technically gifted, Elliott is one of those rare players who seem to have been born with a ball at their feet. He may not be the tallest, fastest, or yet have the physicality to dominate midfield battles, but what Elliott does have is the hunger to drive Liverpool forward. His energy is infectious, and every time he steps onto the pitch, he's looking to make things happen. Whether he's threading intricate passes, cutting inside to unleash a shot, or darting into pockets of space, Elliott is always buzzing with intent. This season, Elliott's role has often shifted between central midfield and wider areas, depending on the tactical demands of the game. Although he has primarily been utilized as a rotational player, Harvey Elliott's role at Liverpool has continued to grow. Klopp even stated before his departure that he wished he'd played him more. However, due to his young age and lack of regular game time, only true Liverpool fans will understand the impact he's had at the club. While still developing, he has already delivered memorable moments, including vital assists and goals in high-pressure fixtures. But as competition in Liverpool's midfield remains fierce, Elliott's ability to adapt and perform when called upon will make him an invaluable asset for Arne Slot's squad. And with Liverpool looking to challenge once again in all competitions, do you think we'll be seeing a lot more of him? Finally, someone who may have been forgotten, he certainly deserves his praise. Wataru Endo may not grab headlines, but his contributions have been vital. Signed to provide depth and stability, Endo quickly proved his value as a defensive anchor in Klopp's system. However, this season Endo has seen his game time limited, playing a total of 20 minutes across 6 substitute appearances in the Premier League. Yet if you're a true Red, you'll know he could be our secret weapon our bid for the title. Over the years, Liverpool have always had leaders in their dressing room, players that were selfless despite a lack of playing time and, in some cases, ability, but maintained their presence to support and develop those around them. To mention one, James Milner. Towards the end of his tenure at Liverpool, Milner didn't get as many minutes, but always helped those around him, especially the youth. He often attended games in support of younger players, providing a strong platform for development. Similarly, some would say Endo has that role now. His impeccable attitude is a joy to have at Liverpool, and he's shown how he can be professional despite the circumstances. One thing is certain, Anfield will always cherish what he's given. Beyond the established stars, Liverpool's rebuild has also been bolstered by the emergence of young talents like James McConnell, Trey Nyoni, and Tyler Morton. Liverpool have always been known for solving problems by recruiting internally, youth call-up and first-team opportunities for academy players. It's easy to sometimes overlook the already preset talent, especially in today's market. But the academy players mentioned are some of the many that have helped the club maintain its success. It's no secret FSG often lack the means to invest come transfer time, but in trusting the youth, both Jurgen Klopp and Arne Slot have been able to push on. Many clubs will soon copy this business model and masterclass, a star-studded midfield with nowhere near as much investment as the other big clubs. Liverpool have truly pulled off something for the history books, and should they complete on all fronts once again, clubs will no doubt try to emulate our club's success. But who do you think has been our standout midfielder since signing? And do Liverpool need further midfield reinforcements? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed today's deep dive, click on the next video to find out why Liverpool's goalkeeper problem is becoming a nightmare. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more football insights.